Nationals Park, Washington, D.C. Noon shadows stretch over a series that has belonged to the Nationals so far, 3 wins in 4 meetings. Monday was a shootout, a 10-8 chaos game that told you one truth: these teams can bleed each other dry. The Reds send Nick Lodolo to the mound. 21 starts, 7 wins, a 3.33 ERA that whispers control, but even the calmest arms can crack. Last time out, Lodolo gave up 8 runs over 7 innings against the Mets. Before that, 5 straight outings with 2 or fewer allowed. He's capable of dominance, but he's not bulletproof. Washington counters with Michael Soroka. 3 wins, 7 losses, a 5.10 ERA. The Nationals have dropped 7 straight with him starting. Sometimes he'll give you 5 innings of soft contact like he did against the Padres. Sometimes the ball leaves the yard early. And behind him, a bullpen that doesn't just bend, it breaks. So you peel back the numbers. Cincinnati averages 4.6 runs a game. Washington still sneaks in 4.3. The Nationals are 29th in team ERA, bleeding 5.4 runs a night. Lodolo might stabilize early, but the bullpen isn't clean. Soroka might survive a few frames, but the Reds lineup will find him. Nationals Park favors the long ball, and Monday already proved how thin the margins are. The total is set at 8.5, as if this will settle back into quiet equilibrium. It won't. One pitcher just surrendered 8 runs his last time out. The other hasn't won a start in 2 months. These aren't 2 elite offenses, but they don't have to be. Chaos doesn't need elite bats. It just needs opportunity. And today's AI pick is the over. 8.5 runs. Cincinnati will do most of the work. Washington will add just enough, and the scoreboard will carry the truth past the line. Will we cash or will we burn?
Lone Depot Park, Miami. A strange humidity clings to this series, heavy and deceptive. The Padres, 55-45, sit in the wild card hunt. The Marlins, 46-53, are sliding backwards, trying to pretend the season isn't already gone. Monday was a 2-1 Padres win, a quiet game, too quiet, the kind that whispers before the storm. On the mound for San Diego, Dylan Cease, 21 starts, 3 wins, 9 losses, a 4.64 ERA. He's a pitcher of extremes, dominant one night, unraveling the next. Last outing, 5 scoreless innings, 10 strikeouts against Washington. But before that, he bled 6 earned runs to Arizona. With Cease, you never know which version you're going to meet until it's too late. For Miami, Sandy Alcantara, once the ace, once untouchable, but not now. 20 starts into a lost season. His ERA sits at 7.14, 4 earned runs or more in 4 straight games, 7 surrendered to Arizona, 6 to Cincinnati. He still throws innings, but they are not clean. They are a test of patience for a bullpen that can't hold the line. The name still carries weight, but the reality does not. The Padres' bats have been muted, but not silent. Manny Machado, 18 home runs, 60 RBIs, hitting .285. Fernando Tatis Jr. leading off, 16 homers, 22 stolen bases, a constant threat. They can score. They just choose their moments. Miami, they have Kyle Stowers, 22 homers, .295 average, but the rest of the lineup is soft contact and stranded runners. This is not the kind of offense that breaks through against quality arms. But this is not Monday's game. Monday was 2-1, low scoring. That's not what today wants. Alcantara will leak runs. He has in every start lately. Cease may silence Miami for a while, but even he has given up crooked numbers this month. Miami can still scratch a few, and San Diego will do what they need to do before they leave this place. The total is 8. It's not a wall, it's an open door. And today's AI pick is the Padres' money line. Sandy Alcantara can't save this team. He can't save himself. San Diego leaves Miami with another win. And yes, the over 8 is waiting just behind it. Will we cash or will we burn? Malachi awaits for Game 3.
Elvis, tell me, what's worse than flying all the way to Los Angeles just to face Tyler Glasnow? I'll tell you. It's stepping onto the mound at Dodger Stadium, knowing the lineup waiting for you is about to ruin your night. That's Chris Paddock's reality. The Twins limp into this one at 48-52. They've lost 3 of 4 since the break. Monday? They actually out-hit the Dodgers 9-7, and still lost 5-2. That's what happens when your bats are hollow when it matters. And now? They're handing the ball to Paddock. 3 wins, 9 losses, a 5.14 ERA. Last 2 starts, 11 earned runs, 19 hits, 3 walks, just bleeding base runners. And if you think it gets better against the Dodgers, look at the history. 8 starts, 6.63 ERA. The Blue Crew already knows how to carve him up. But here's where it really tilts. The Dodgers send out Tyler Glasnow. 1 win, 1 loss. A 3.10 ERA, but don't let that fool you. When he's healthy, he's pure fire. Last Friday, 6 innings, 1 run against Milwaukee. Career against Minnesota, 2 starts, 0 losses, 14 strikeouts and 7 shutout innings last year. The current Twins lineup? 7 for 51 with 1 lonely homer off him. They don't touch him. They don't even breathe against him. And look what the Dodgers did Monday. 4 home runs. Will Smith twice. Shohei Ohtani. Andy Pages. They've been slumping all July, but Paddock is the cure for that. This isn't Coors Field anymore. This is Dodger Stadium, where mistakes get punished with souvenirs. So you add it up. A Dodgers team that still leads the NL West. A Twins team sinking below water. Glasnow mowing them down, and Paddock melting early. You think this stays close? You think Minnesota covers that run line? No, Elvis, they don't. And today's AI pick is Dodgers, 1.5. They'll win this game with space to spare. Glasnow will shine, Paddock will fold, and Minnesota will quietly board their plane home. Will we cash, or will we burn? Safira steps forward for Game 4.
Rogers Center, Toronto. A dome holding its breath, the weight of the AL East hanging in the air. The Yankees arrive here with power and pride, but the Blue Jays have turned this place into a fortress. 11 straight home wins, 20 games over 500 in this building. You don't just stroll in here and take what you want. For New York, Max Fried takes the ball. 11 wins, 3 losses, a sharp 2.43 ERA that hides the blisters, the 3 shaky outings before this start. Last time out, 3 innings, 4 runs against the Cubs, cut short by his own hand. But Fried knows this team. 5 career starts against Toronto, 3 wins, a 1.74 ERA. He doesn't break easily, even here, even now. For Toronto, Chris Bassitt steps forward. 10 wins, 4 losses, a 3.89 ERA. But lately, dominant. 2 straight scoreless starts, 6 1/3 innings of zeros against San Francisco, a career mark of 4-1 against the Yankees, holding them to just over 2 runs a game. At home, he thrives. This park, this crowd, this moment, it's his comfort zone. The Yankees lead the majors in slugging, 157 home runs. But Rogers Center has humbled them. They're winless here this season, 0-5 in this building. The Blue Jays don't always overpower. They grind, they make you play their pace. And Bassitt knows how to bend that rhythm his way. So what do you see when you peel back the surface? 2 pitchers with the tools to suppress damage. 2 lineups capable of power, but trapped in a series of low-scoring duels. The Yankees managed just 1 run in Game 1. The Blue Jays, even in victory, left 9 runners stranded. This isn't a slugfest waiting to happen. It's a chess match. The total is 8.5. It looks soft. It looks like it wants you to take the over. Don't. Max Fried may bend, but he won't shatter, and Bassitt will match him inning for inning. This game stays tight, it stays quiet, and today's AI pick is the under. 8.5 runs. The bats will flare but not burn. The scoreboard will whisper, not shout. Will we cash or will we burn?
Citizens Bank Park, Philadelphia. 2 teams chasing October collide in the shadows of a ballpark that knows how to amplify noise and silence it. The Red Sox sit 54-48, clinging to the final wild card spot. The Phillies hold the top of the NL East, but only by a thread. This isn't just another interleague game. It's a test of who still has a grip on the moment. For Boston, it's Lucas Giolito. 6 wins, 2 losses, a 3.59 ERA that tells you he keeps his team in the fight. Last time out, he bent. 4 earned runs against the Cubs. But before that, 7 straight starts with a 1.43 ERA. Quiet dominance, stripped of flash. He's seen this lineup before. 22 hits, 8 home runs off him lifetime, but that's spread thin across history. Against right-handers this month, Philly isn't crushing. They're scraping, hitting 712 OPS, below league average. For Philadelphia, Jesus Luzardo, 8 wins, 5 losses, a 4.29 ERA that speaks of volatility. 5 times in his last 9 starts, he's surrendered 4 or more runs. Boston knows how to hunt lefties. In July, 772 OPS, .207 ISO. They can punish mistakes. But even here, there's a leash. Luzardo once silenced Boston for 6 scoreless innings. He's not hopeless. He's just inconsistent. So what happens when you strip away the noise? 2 lineups with pop? Yes. But 2 bullpens sharper than their reputations. Boston's relievers in July, a 2.44 ERA. Opponents hitting just 208. Philly's bullpen, even stingier at 196 against. Game 1 ended 3-2. And here, the numbers want to trick you into expecting a breakout. They whisper offense, but they hide the truth. Because this isn't about who scores first. It's about who can keep the other from scoring when it matters most. Giolito can, Luzardo can, for just long enough. Then the bullpens take over, and the bats cool. This is a game that stalls, not surges. A game that teases runs, but doesn't deliver chaos. And today's AI pick is the under, 8.5 runs. The Sox might edge Luzardo early. The Phillies might scratch a couple off Giolito, but it won't stretch beyond that. The numbers say quiet. The field will echo it. Will we cash, or will we burn? Lilith waits to close the night.
You've followed the trail. 5 games, 5 choices, each one a whisper against the noise. Let's see if you were really listening. Game 1, Reds versus Nationals. Over 8.5 runs. Chaos in a park that breathes offense. Game 2, Padres versus Marlins. Padres money line. Alcantara bleeds, and San Diego cleans the wound. Game 3, Twins versus Dodgers. Dodgers minus 1.5. Glasnow towers. Paddock falls. Game 4, Yankees versus Blue Jays. Under 8.5 runs. Bullpens bury the bats in silence. Game 5, Red Sox versus Phillies. Under 8.5 runs. A low-scoring duel disguised as danger. But that's only one language of fate. Now hear it again, and know it still holds. En español. Juego 1. Rojos contra Nacionales. Más de 8.5. El caos respira en ese parque. Juego 2. Padres contra Marlins. Padres línea de dinero. Alcántara sangra y San Diego limpia la herida. Juego 3. Mellizos contra Dodgers. Dodgers menos 1.5. Glasnow domina. Paddock cae. Juego 4. Yankees contra Blue Jays. Menos de 8.5. Los relevistas entierran los bates en silencio. There's no answer in advance. Only the weight of the moment when the final out is made. Am Ende zählt nur die Stille nach dem letzten Schlag. In the end, only the silence after the last swing counts.